Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more In the Name of Jerusalem 2. In today's video, we're going to take a look at another faction we haven't truly dived into in this little mini-series. And also just a little heads up as well before I get a million comments, this mod is currently not out. It is in the moment in its kind of like closed testing phase. And the modders are generally updating this pretty frequently. So as you can see, this is kind of almost like a look behind the curtain of the development of the mod. But there is currently tons done in it, and you'll see as I'm playing, the mod is very much playable, but just not quite at the state where the modders want to release it as of right now. I can 100% see a release later on this year, so definitely just keep an eye out on my channel, because I'll of course be covering when the mod fully releases, and I'll obviously leave the link to their Discord down below in the description. That'll probably be the first place you hear anything. But yeah, the last two factions I think we have to properly play are the Crusaders. I played them a while back, but not recently, and then we also have the Armenians to play. I actually maybe also the Serbs as well, but today we're playing as the Crusaders, the Franks, and we are fighting for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. We get a handful of abilities as the Franks. We get Feudal. This is the probability of knights appearing in our territory is increased by 10%, and what I believe that is that we just basically get more knighted noble troops across our lands, which is really nice because in this mod, heavily armored cavalry is king. We also get a boost to our construction speed, which is pretty nice. We also gain more influence for winning tournaments, and then finally we get a nice little boost of our kind of outer arena, which allows us to convert faction castles to our culture every 2 seasons, which is actually massive because in this mod you can't recruit soldiers from a settlement that isn't your culture, so being able to quickly convert it to resupply your troops on the front line is imperative. But we do also get a negative. This is going to be a decrease to our influence gain and also to our organization to kind of represent all the different cultures and I guess nationalities in our actual armies. Look at this absolute mad lad as well, hands on hips, ready to go crusading. I will quickly mention as well, if you guys are enjoying these In the Name of Jerusalem first looks, and be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. It really does help out, and I'd definitely love to keep on doing more and more of these. But as you can see, we also have a beautiful intro screen, and this is actually what you're seeing is a brand new keep scene as well, which we can take a look at almost immediately. So if we go actually inside the settlement and we straight away go to the Lord's Hall, you'll be able to see some of the newly updated scenery that they've been adding in, and as you can see, it looks really good, very nice and immersive, and yeah, a really cool thing. And we even have a queen on the throne as well, or at least a lady on the throne right now, which looks very cool indeed. Yeah, they do a great job with these, all the tapestries and stuff really fit in and immersive. We even have a hawk here. On top of that, they also have added in a new tavern scene as well. I believe the scenes currently in the game are only for the Franks right now, but of course they're looking to add them in for every single faction. And here we go, a very cool looking scene. There are multiple rooms spawning off from this. We've got the kind of like cooking and the bar back here, and then we can also go down here where you can find the games master, some more storage. There's even some mercenaries here, and then finally the bed. So overall, just kind of more immersion. They're adding in castles and new settlements and all that amazing stuff kind of pretty quickly. Something we could definitely do is take a look at all the new custom settlements, so let me know if that's something you guys want to see as well. I'd be happy to kind of take a little series of just taking a look at every single custom settlement in the game, because they're starting to wrap up. There's a lot of villages, which is going to be very useful when you go raiding, and there's also a handful of city maps and castle maps that they actually have in the game. Taking a look as well at a handful of the Franks rosters, they really do benefit from their elite cavalry. However, their elite infantry is definitely not one to be snuffed at. And one of the amazing things that this mod does do is the amount of variety in the units. Like the actual unit rosters themselves aren't that wide. You know, every unit kind of upgrades from a basic bowman to basically just a more skilled bowman, but not tons of extra armor or anything along them lines. I've kind of talked about this quite a lot in my previous videos if you want to go back and check that out. But yeah, the actual kind of like unit rosters aren't severely wide, but there are plenty of variants of them. Even for the low tier infantry like these guys, you know, there's several different variants. There's different weapons and armors that they all wear, which really do spice them up. And even though, you know, the rosters, as I said, are massive, kind of you still really feel it, which is nice. I believe actually this is one of the new custom settlements as well that have recently made their way in, and it looks really goddamn cool. We have kind of like a moat going alongside the outside of the settlement, even though it's currently dried out, but you know, a ditch, you know, why not? We also have a gate. Do we have to like request access to this? It seems like I can't actually enter the settlement from that side, which is absolutely fine. Maybe we can enter it from this way. So the actual gatehouse is completely changed up, which makes things very, very interesting. And then as you make your way in, all the architecture and stuff is popping in, which looks amazing. Very, very immersive. And yeah, I love the look of these custom settlements. It's going to be exciting to see how they actually play when you siege them, as there are a handful of them in. But yeah, really, really nice. And when you go off into the sea, I mean, oh my lord, look at that. The marketplace looking amazing. Oh god, we're now in the water. Yeah, I mean, either way, you can see that it looks really good, and they've done an amazing job with this stuff. It would actually be pretty cool and interesting if they ever made it where you could siege from like the port, because like naval invasions weren't regular, but they were kind of somewhat, you know, attacking the city from the naval side as well as the land side. It's kind of interesting if you could they added some like preset ramps or something, can actually attack from sea, because as I mentioned, you can set sail and you move your army this way. So yeah, something like that could be a really good addition. But anyway, enough talking, more fighting. Let's go ahead and build up a little bit of an army. I want to get a fair amount of infantry, but I also don't really want the bad infantry, because these guys don't upgrade to anything special. They're basically just numbers to your army. But I guess until we're at our limit, it's not a bad idea to grab that. Oh, we also have a hospital as well, where we can actually heal ourselves if we're wounded. I like that, because again, a lot of times in battle, it is annoying when you get wounded and then you're struggling. And I think that'd be really useful, like after a siege battle, if you could go to that and heal up, so you're ready to take on any incoming attackers or anything along them lines. Just get an invite for a highborn tournament. I actually don't know where it is. Oh, we're also out of water. I did not realize water was even a thing, or is it just because we're tired? Yeah, I think it's just because we're tired. You can see right here, we have 0 days of water supply left, and also we're dehydrated. This is a new system. They're adding in new stuff all the time. So the previous fatigue system was in the game where you actually have to rest, but the water system wasn't in the game. So yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gaining any more water. Is it because we haven't maybe visited like a town or something? Does that resupply our water? No, that doesn't. Do we have to buy water? Again, interesting to find out. Let's see if there is any water here. And yes, there is. So that's awesome. I love all these new features that they're implementing into the game. It's really cool. Not only the base system of actually having the fatigue system to worry about, but also having to actually like rest and waiting for supply and water. It just makes basically kind of like thinking about your expansion and where your armies are invading a really, really big thing here. So now that we have 15 days left of water and we're fully rested, we can probably make it down to Jaffa, and we can probably make it to this highborn tournament. I believe it was at Jaffa. It was the king who called it. He announced it and I saw it, but then I lost it and I couldn't find it in the log, and it doesn't actually look like there is one here. Okay, so I might just not bother with that highborn tournament then. And yeah, I think we're just going to join up with this army. It would actually be really nice if instead of like the notification popping up in the center, which it obviously should still, that we got invited, but it'd be really nice if it was maybe like also up on the side, or if you went into your quest log, there'd be like another section which was like current events, and you could see certain stuff that actually happened, and you could like maybe adjust it here. That'd be a really nice way of keeping track, because this mod has added in so many more insanely cool things, like through the whole announcements and like events happening in the world, that it'd just be nice to have a better way of keeping track of them. If you look down here on the left-hand side, you have like people holding feasts and stuff, and yeah, it would just be nice to have maybe a better, more visible thing, because I feel like stuff on this left-hand side really does kind of disappear, and it's hard to keep track of. So even having like a pop-up here of just saying, oh, so-and-so's invited you to a feast, or so-and-so's invited you to this, and then actually having to click it away, that way you can keep track of it way more effectively, because I don't think there's anything that kind of covers it up whatsoever, which is nice. A fairly easy siege as we build up to attack as well. The Ayyubid Sultanate, because it's so large, generally takes a week or two in game time to actually build up their armies to send south to us, and even then they do also plan on just mainly attacking in the north, so we should actually have a pretty good time of kind of raiding the surrounding settlements and also taking a castle or two and giving us a foothold across the Jordan River. Fortunately, there are only archers left on the battlefield, but I guess we can take a line of archers and kind of rock with that. All the infantry is on the left, and we've got these guys here. So let's take command of the 4th group of archers. archers, which is these guys, and we're going to bring them far to the left and get them set up here. Oh, wait, I get to command, just these guys. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's get these archers over here as quickly as possible. We'll also get them into a loose formation, and we'll throw them up on this left-hand side and prepare to basically hit them anything on this part of the map, and that will hopefully kind of clear the way for the rest of our infantry. As well, you guys can see me in the darkness. I know YouTube does go a little ways of having bad compression for darker objects, but again, I'm going to brighten it in post, so hopefully that's a little bit nicer. We're also going to get these ladders up as quickly as possible. The sooner we can start storming these walls, the better. I might have made a bit of a mistake, though, by going up here by myself. The infantry are now arriving. I don't know. I don't know how, effective this armor is. I know for a fact. Also, what difficulty are we playing on? Can I even look? Okay, I'll check my difficulty after this. I'm not sure if I turned it to Bannerlord or not. But we should make it up here without the enemy setting up too much of a defensive position. Oh, look at some of the really cool axes that these guys have as well. That is super cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, they have some really cool stuff. Okay, 20 damage. So yeah, we're definitely on a harder difficulty. And they're really going for me. Okay, boys, can we chill? Can we chill? Okay, there we go. We've got them off of me. The aggro is a little bit nicer, and we can make our way up. Ideally, I want to hit the archers more than anything else, because they're currently hammering down on us. Let's go in here. Yeah, only 15 damage is fine. These guys have much worse weapons. Stop them there. Oh my god, I just got... What? What just happened? Sorry? What? I'll just take command of another random soldier again. That's in the mob, which is cool. I just got, sniped by an artillery piece. I don't think I've ever seen that. It is not my lucky day. What? Please let me know if you guys have ever seen that before, because I have not. And that was absolutely insane. That guy is, taken down before I can even stop him. Man, they're trying again. That artillery piece up there is trying to hit me again. Let's see. Go on, man. Give me your best shot. RIP my body. Look at me. Let's see if they can hit me, eh? Oh, I like that as well. My new patch, you can also press Alt and it shows you the thing. I think that's not a patch thing. Gonna do oh, it still hit us, but I almost did the thing from Lord of the Rings where he steps to one side. That was pretty cool. I also really like these new weapons as well. They've done a great job at adding in more assets for the swords and stuff. So we're seeing a lot more variety in that and the armors. So yeah, it's cool to see. You can see immediately, as soon as we start coming into someone who actually has some decent armor, we immediately start doing a lot less to them. But hopefully the rest of the boys will be able to get him. There you go, good. Also, look at this cool shield as well. I love that they're going to a lot of effort for making these cool shields. I think it goes a long way. Okay, we're storming the battlements now. Keep that shield up. We are a little bit low on our HP. Yeah, we're not getting any good hits here, and I'm getting a little bit secluded here. Let's be careful. Pull back a little bit. Seems like the majority of our men have gone towards the gate through the actual stairs. But taking these turrets is going to be very important. Let's keep on pushing. There you go. That's another kill for us. Hit him on the head again. 64 damage. Nice, nice, nice. I want to try and get up top here and turn off the artillery piece. Also, it does... Oh, the artillery piece is already turned off. Nice. Can we... Can I maybe counterfire? Can I get this turned around? Can I get... How far can I turn this? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Here we go. This artillery piece is going to wish it was never born. Let's load it. No, I need to load it. Okay, now we want to aim for that artillery piece right there. Maybe go a little bit higher. I think something like this. Yeah, it misses that time. Suck it. Oh, my boy's got on it with me as well. Okay, let's go like that. How far off are we? Okay, we need to go higher. Reload that bad boy. Let's get it reloaded. I'm going to smash the artillery piece. I think a little bit more. Another notch, and then we go a little bit to the right. And then we fire. The thing is, though, by the time I actually hit, which I think that is... Oh, that was very close. I think at this point now, we're already storming it. Oh, he's shooting back, though. This would be a really fun minigame. I'm not going to lie. This would be a really fun minigame to add in. Last shot, I think, before we storm it. I don't want to kill any of my own men. I'm a little bit to the right. Oh, but we got him! Yes! Take that! That is for our boy who was massacred down there. Suck it! My God, I'm actually still in a bit of shock right there that even just happened. That I just got absolutely destroyed. Ooh, interesting as well. They've recently made it so that specific cultures can't use other people's cultures' flags as well. In the previous patches, you could just put that in. But right now, yeah, you can see you can only use the banner of your culture. I like that. This mod is going a long way. They've done like so many more upgrades to this since I first started playing this kind of closed beta patch. And it's really impressive to see. Like every time I load the game up right away, you can even see like the AI has to deal with fatigue and water as well on the bottom left-hand side. Every single time I play this, I'm actually really impressed with the new improvements that they've added to it. It also makes me very excited to kind of see what's next for them. You know, what are they planning on adding next to each of these? Because they clearly have a very talented team, and each of these new upgrades just makes it even better than the last one. I guess one of the big things I would love to see is just more custom castles and stuff added in, but that's just something that just takes time. Again, if you want to help them out, I'm sure they're open to new people joining and designing new scenes for battle maps and stuff like that. But yeah, that's probably the most time-consuming thing at this time in the project, and it is something I would love to see, just more custom ones added in. But yeah, bit by bit they're adding in new ones, and I think that's something we're going to constantly see being updated even well after the actual launch of the mod. The AI really doesn't like me. Once again, another battle in the nighttime, which again I apologize if it doesn't show up well. Hopefully my editing has made it a little bit brighter. As you can see, we are fighting on a very similar castle once again, which it is fine. I'm definitely not complaining, but yeah, as I was saying, it would be nice to have a few more added in, honestly. So let's attack from a different position this time. We'll set up our line of archers. We're once again commanding the archers. Apparently we have been ordered to do this and start defending this side, but it's actually a much better position for the archers because it does seem like we've got a pretty clear shot up there. We'll be able to hit all the soldiers up in that position. Let's dismount as well, just so we're a bit more fortified here. Okay, the archers are now set up firing. We've got some slings in there as well, lobbing them rocks off. Most have a pretty good arc of fire up there. It's not like the AI has a very well fortified position. We can even get ourselves a little bit closer maybe, and we are in loose. I want you guys in loose for sure. That'll give you the best firing arc, and we'll be able to really start getting the arrows here and just clearing the way for the rest of our infantry. The FPS, once we're actually in combat as well, is actually really good. It seems like, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it. We'll fight a bigger battle, I'm sure, in the field, but it does seem like my new processor has definitely helped. I mean, I went from an 11th gen to a 13th gen, but, it does seem like the lag in these larger battles has definitely improved. I guess we're going to go with our sword as we get ready to mount the battlements. It doesn't seem like they have that many armored infantry. A lot of these guys are in, like, padding or lighter equipment. I say that besides this guy right here, which I guess we'll see how much damage we do. Yeah, 27 still isn't bad, but compared to that where we do 32 is not bad. Yeah, 4 to the helmet. We glanced off that. So let's maybe hit him away and then pull out our, hit him away one more time and then pull out our mace. And there you go. Oh, watch out for him. Smash him in the face. One of the really strong things as well about a lot of the Ayyubid Sultanate infantry is that they basically all wield maces or armor-piercing weapons. They are being designed to deal with the heavier knights of these guys. So it makes sense why, even these lowly tier units have decent equipment to deal with these type of soldiers attacking them. Okay, it seems like we've taken this left-hand side now. We've got a bunch of men running over to take the gatehouse. It's going to probably be the most important thing, so let's push forward here. Help out any soldiers fighting on this position. We'll stab him. Oh, we knocked him down as well. Nice. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Shield bash him as he tries to hit us. Strike him, unfortunately, glancing off the shield. 4 damage there. We didn't really get a good hit off. Nice, 40 damage. Yeah, there you go. Finally took him down. Nice. Ideally, I want to get up top and stop any artillery pieces from shooting, as we saw in the last battle just how brutal that was. Okay, no artillery up here. And yeah, the rest of the infantry now breaking through. Oh, two-handing infantry just going ham right now. Oh, that hit me. That glanced me. We'll take that guy down. 30 damage. 30 damage again. Okay, the rest of you guys are on my team. And now we're just pushing in. There's the gate open. There's a few casualties down there. Don't think there's any artillery up here, but we'll check. Nope, no artillery. And there you go. The battle has been won. It was a pretty easy one. We outnumbered them heavily. Nice. Another castle taken. I will definitely take that. Yeah, it's going to really help us out. We basically secured ourselves a nice foothold across from Jerusalem and across the Jordan River, which I keep on calling this the Jordan River. I'm pretty sure this is the Jordan River. Again, let me know if I'm right or wrong down below in the comments. Okay, that army actually ended up breaking apart, which is fine. So we decided to join this other one down here in the south, and I'm hoping we'll still get into some pretty exciting engagements. I really just want like a big field battle so I can truly test. Oh, there's an army raiding us here as well. They just took this land. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe go in. Seems like we're going to going for another siege battle, though. The Ayyubid Sultanate also has a lot of armies spread around us as well. A lot of 160-man stacks. So keep in mind, the Ayyubid Sultanate get special bonuses to their army size. I think it's something like 20% bigger than everybody else. So they're generally going to be fielding these larger armies, but they aren't necessarily going to be as strong as, say, a faction like the Crusaders or the Byzantines. Okay, another siege battle. We're going to fight this one out. If it's the same type, then it's probably the last siege battle where I'm going to fight. If it's the same similar map. Yeah, I think we're just going to auto-resolve this one. I did just load in and it was the same map and you guys have already seen it twice. So we are just going to pass that one on. Ideally, what I'm looking forward to is like a big frontal battle or something. Also, something interesting is that units, I'm not sure if it's meant to be that way, but units seemingly... Oh, there's a big battle here. Let's get here in time. Please arrive. How many men? How many men do we have there? Third. Okay, no. Let's say it's a big battle, but we've just been absolutely smashed by the Ayyubids. Okay, fair enough. Saladin has come for blood and he has been successful. I wouldn't mind this battle, though. This would be a fun one if we could engage like this entire stack. Oh, we have... I mean, we're going to fight it, even though it's, you know, we are getting, this is Kingdom of Heaven-esque charging into the abyss, but it's going to be a fun one. I doubt I'm going to be able to command anything too special. Oh, we could command the horse archers, but I feel like the AI always does a better job with them, so we are just going to command the main bulk of the infantry. My God, look at the amount of cavalry. So we have, yeah, about 150 cavalry overall, 50 infantry. I imagine the Ayyubids, yeah, 232 horse archers and 200 horses on horseback. That is scary. I don't know what does the game want me to do? Like, we have crossbows, I guess. I'm gonna try and I guess make it to this rock and just hold that line. I'm hoping our cavalry can maybe mass charge. Yeah, let's get like here, and I guess let's dive into their horse archers. I assume their horse archers are actually pretty well set up. Anyway, but they're not really going to go down too quickly. Luckily, our horse is fairly fast, so we are catching a bunch of these, even though I immediately missed my lance like an idiot. But yeah, we can still hit them. We need to be careful as well, because knocking people off their horses is actually more prevalent in this mod than any other mod. So yes, we managed to rack up a couple kills, but we still do need to be careful. But yeah, like knocking people off their horses is actually generally a lot of the time better. And it also gives like infantry a little bit more of a bonus. And I mean, oh my, look at that cavalry brawl right now. The infantry are coming to help out. I guess I'll get maybe my crossbows like up here. We can try and help to like shoot into the side, but there's so many like friendly units in here. And as you can see, my horse immediately gets destroyed right there, annoyingly. Can we maybe knock off one of these horse archers? Are we just going to die and have to watch this battle as we get absolutely terrorized right now? I think there's a horse rider coming in here. Let's try and dismount someone. The battle there is truly clashing right now. Come on. Oh, 60 damage. We're taking like 11 damage every hit as well. So many of them. The horse archers. And yeah, the battle is not looking good. We have delved too greedily and too deep. My own archers are getting over here. Not faring too well. Can we get him off his horse? Come on. Yes, off his horse. Come back here. Come back here. Come back. Can I even get on that horse? Oh my God, he's so far away. Yes, we can. Okay, we're saved. I mean, my archers are getting massacred right now, but the game is struggling. There is definitely noticeable lag. I'm at 14 FPS right now. Hopefully, I mean, that is probably why, though, because of the mass brawl. I imagine if, you know, stuff like this is something they're working on right now, and I'm sure fixing that is going to be a big priority because, you know, I've got a fairly decent setup. And yeah, when I look at that, it's brutal. As soon as I look away, it's fine. So yeah, I imagine dealing either with AI behavior or something along them lines is pretty important. Let's see if we can catch this guy. Oh, he got me before my lance went down. And yeah, there you go. Battle is pretty brutal right now, but seemingly the Crusaders are going to definitely lose this one. We don't really have many men left. We only killed 83 of them as well. Can't believe how much of a massacre that is. And now my archers now just pull out their swords and go flying into battle like absolute madmen. And now I'm going to abandon the army. My men will drag me from the battlefield and I will be able to flee and get the hell out of here. Hopefully quite quickly. Yeah, as the Crusading army gets destroyed and I get captured by this guy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, this is also something as well. I'm not sure if you guys saw my last video on it, but they have also started adding in way more events as well for the game. You know, historical things that happen are now going to be represented in this really cool format like this. I'm a big fan of it for sure. Yeah, basically, the Emperor is claiming himself Belisarius and yeah, doing some things in the Byzantine Empire, which is a really neat way of showing like these big world events firing. I am a little bit scared though, because by the time I escape from this, like right now, surely I'm going to be like exhausted. What's my fatigue at? I actually don't have fatigue. Yeah, I'm fully rested. Okay, so I can get out of here hopefully quickly. I have lost everything, but I've lost my wife and everything else along them lines. Headed back to friendly territory, and I'm going to make my way up here and see if I can fight my way in. This would be a really fun defensive siege battle to fight. We can't break in. We don't have enough men. Okay, I just went and spawned here and just grabbed some men because this would be really fun. Let's break in. Let's go ahead with it. Yeah, we lost some infantry. It's fine. And now let's help with defense. I mean, we're severely outnumbered, but this is going to be cool nonetheless. What is Jerusalem worth? And we're actually fighting on a very cool custom settlement as well. This is one of the new custom ones, which is really, really cool. You guys have been saying how much you want to actually see these. I mean, I guess we can take a look at it. And yeah, you can see it right here. So it's basically just like a long defensive wall. And the AI has their objectives of sieging us. It would be cool if the AI had a few more like attack points as well to come from. I'm sure that's something that they might plan on adding. This is the settlement we looked at in the last one. But yeah, they're going to probably blitz our defensive positions as best as they can. It's going to be up to us to hold them. Oh, wow. The artillery shot just got so many kills. Okay, so the main objective of this battle is to defend the artillery at all costs. I mean, yeah, I guess they are coming right at us right now with ladders. I wish I had like a bow or something to throw down on the enemy. I assume we're going to probably try and defend this other side. Can I get like some fire pots as well, maybe? Thin them out. Yeah, definitely on this left-hand side. Let's see if we can throw these bad boys down. Oh, some good damage. Not quite kills, but I can do this all day. The artillery is going to be a lot less useful now that we are over here. We are actually hitting down the ladders as well. Nice, good job. Let's throw another one down. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Again, no kills, but hopefully that will start to make it a little bit easier for us to come down. I imagine these fire pots are where it's at. Does seem like they are storming our defenses, though, pretty heavily. We don't really have the heaviest infantry here. Let's get over, yeah, right here. We're about to be pushed right back. Even with a few strikes by my sword, it's not looking good. Maybe a rock or two up here as well could help. Oh, right in the head, and he just absolutely tanks it. Absolute lad. Friend, foe? Yeah, right here, enemy. Okay, cool. Get the mace out. There's a lot more heavily armored units coming at us. I'm probably going to get through the gate very quickly. Can I, like, try and smash this? Ouch, that hurt. 4 damage, nothing really respectable. Keep our shield up. They like hit his toes. They're not breaking through there. Yeah, men are already running though. And it's the amount of arrow fire they also have is pretty devastating. Yeah, they've already overwhelmed the defenses. We never stood a chance. Okay, the spear does pretty good vert range. You hit a good weak spot and it does take out like 52 damage. It's pretty nice. 30 damage. Yeah, you can set up quite nicely here. Especially I'm imagining it's lightly armored as well. Yeah, the spear seems like it's a good alternative to like armor and also light. So I guess it gives you the precision to kind of like focus down the weak spots of someone's armor, like his helmet. And his, I say his helmet's strong, but obviously the gaps in his helmet aren't. 70 damage right there. It's not too bad. They're going to come down and deal with me though. His range is a bit quicker, but I've got more speed on this weapon, so I can smack him. There you guys, one dead. And I finally go down. I think the settlement is lost, but we can also take a nice little glimpse of the actual settlement itself. It does look really cool. As you guys can see, the soldiers, there's still a bit of artifacting and stuff. But now their infantry are now pouring into the settlement, overrunning us left, right, and center. Over here as well, doing a pretty gnarly job. Obviously, the settlement isn't completely finished. Our boys right here getting surrounded in the streets. Where's our fallback position, I wonder? I wonder if you like fall back to the docks or something. I mean, the keep's all the way over here, so maybe you fall back to there. Yeah, and again, you can get a nice little proper glimpse of the actual settlement. Pretty large scale. And again, hopefully they can add in more positions where you can siege the castle from as well. That'd be really cool. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. This little look at the Franks. I think I wanted to show off a bunch of battles, and that's exactly what we've done. Definitely will play this more. We've had a few crashes that maybe you guys haven't seen on camera, but I'm definitely down to maybe give this another go at streaming now that my CPU is better. It can probably handle this a bit more. So definitely let me know if that's something you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.